and welcome to FE Grizzly Bear. Probably figured out by now that this is not a fishing day. The weather's a little too sporty to go fishing, so we're here doing ranch chores. And today our ranch chore is to take care of this. This is our chicken tractor. I built this out of aluminum conduit that I got in an auction, and we used it for the chicks that we hatched from Trader Joe's fertile egg. It worked great, except that one night predators got in. They literally dug underneath the perimeter and got in and killed all 17 of our chickens. And so today what we're going to do is fix that problem. We're going to put some predator skirting around it so that the predators can't dig underneath it. And in addition to that, we're going to put some hardware cloth on the ceiling or the roof part of it so that predators can't get in that way. Follow along as we fix our awesome chicken tractor. Okay, here we are inside. I think I'm going to start with putting the mesh on the inside of this roof here. I originally thought that this tarp might keep him out, but after that incident, we think it might have been a weasel. We don't want to take any chances. So the very first thing I'm going to do is support this rod in here in a way that I can drape the hardware cloth up and over it. Oh, geez. Oh. The hardest one to do is always the first one. I think that's a wrap for this hardware cloth inside here. I don't think any critters can get in from the roof now. Okay, we're moving on. I'm going to put these panels that will fold up when we're moving this chicken tractor, but set down here when it's stationary to try to prevent the predators from digging in. So the way I'm going to do that, I'm using a bunch of little pieces of cable that we have left over from our set gear, and use those instead of using wire. If I can get it put on here nicely. I want something to be a little bit more durable. There's one. Well, welcome back. It's another day. I didn't quite get finished yesterday, but I was able to get the predator skirt all mounted. So today what we're going to do is I'm going to make a new water for them. I'm going to do it using these little nipples, but the chickens come up to it, they jiggle it around, a little bit of water comes out. And this will be fed through a PVC pipe that will have a hose coming to it, and then will ultimately be fed by a bucket. So we'll fill this bucket up every day. And then it'll drip down into this piece of pipe, and then they'll be able to get water out of this. Now, the fittings that I'm going to use are not the fittings that I would have chosen, but I live 30 minutes away from the nearest hardware store, and this is all I had in my pile of PVC fittings. So we're going to make do with what we got. And so follow along as I go ahead and drill, tap some holes, install these nipples, and then... is a homemade PVC drill bit that I made out of a brass nipple, brass hose bar, but it's actually a PVC PEX nipple. And I ran a bolt through there, and then I cut a couple notches in here. So we'll see if it works. It's worked in the past for me. Well, I forgot to turn the camera on, but I went ahead and supported the chicken water using some paracord. I tend to like paracord and zip ties. I like zip ties too. That is the completed system. I'll fill that up with water using the hose fill over there. Water will fill into this bucket and then gravity feed down into this. And then when the chickens come in and tap this metal nipple on there, then they will get water out. And they're used to this already. This is the same type of water that's in the brooder right now. So they're fully trained on how to use it. There you have it. We're going to go on to the last phase. In the wee hours of the morning, I thought, man, I need to put some perches in here for the chickens. Chickens do like to perch at night. And so they've tried to, they're a little bit small to get up on this bar, plus it's a little slick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some 2x2s, drop them down another foot or so they can perch easily in here. So that'll be the next project. I've cut a 2x6 into 3 1.5 by 1.5 or 2x2s, 1.5 nominal. And I'm going to use those for the perch. I'm going to come in here and measure what it is, like 69 inches total. And then I also cut out of aluminum these little brackets here. So these are going to go like so, and then support that perch down at a little bit lower level so that the chickens can roost at a little bit lower level. Let me go get those 2x2s cut to size, and then we'll get them mounted. I'm gonna mount these on the end like so. And I've learned from sad experience that when you're trying to screw a wood screw into the end grain of a 2x, that it always splits out. So I'm pilot drilling this. Okay, here we are getting ready to put the perches in. I figure 18 inches apart should be fine. It's another day and we've put the chickens out in the chicken tractor, and I wanted to show you the upgrades we made. You can see this predator skirt down there at the bottom. This should keep predators from digging up underneath the chicken tractor. Also, if you look up top here, you can see the hardware cloth that we put in there to keep predators from climbing in above. And if you look way back in there, you can see the perches that we've installed and also the water. Here you can see that predator skirt around the sides and also the back here. And then you can see the wheel that I lower down in order to be able to move the chicken tractor. There's some more of that predator skirt. And here's the wheels at the back that we lower down in order to be able to roll the chicken tractor along. And this is after we put that predator skirt up. Thanks for watching.